Gradually, he said, it was disclosed to me that the line separating good from evil passes not through states, nor between classes, nor between political parties, but right through every human heart and through all human hearts. This was the quote that I was looking for. And then he goes on to say, the line shifts. Even within hearts overwhelmed by evil, one small bridgehead of good remains. And even in the best of all hearts, there remains an unprompted small corner of evil. This notion of the line running between good and evil, running down the center of every human heart, changed the way I look at complicated situations. And I wanted to understand why it was written. You see, the line does not run between Israelis and Palestinians. It does not run between Russians and Ukrainians. It does not run between Democrats and Republicans. It does not run between white people and black people. It runs down the center of every human heart. And it's not about picking sides in most of these complicated situations, but siding with the good part of every human heart and trying to discern what we can do as individuals to pursue peace in the Middle East and in other places around our world. I'll never forget when the war between Russia and Ukraine started. There were two women in my church. One came from Russia before the Cold War started. And the other one had recently come just months prior. And they both were in church the Sunday after the war started. And I saw them sit and fellowship with one another, speaking their native language. And it was powerful. Because I knew neither one of them wanted what happened. And I knew they understood how complicated it all was. There's a text in Romans 12, 17 through 18 that says this: do not repay anyone evil for evil, but take thought for what is noble in the sight of all. If it is possible, so far as it depends upon you, live peaceably with all. No matter what you think about the Gaza Strip, the anti-Semitism that exists in our nation and around our world is wrong. Hate in all of its forms is wrong. Please note that it does not say live peaceably with some. It says live peaceably with all, insofar as it depends upon you. There's a lot of things in our world we can't control and that we don't fully understand. But insofar as it depends upon you. In other words, when you think about the line between good and evil that runs down the center of your heart, choose the good. Choose to become a part of the solution in whatever way you possibly can. Choose to stand in the gap and to pray on earth as it is in heaven. You see, the big choice we have is to choose between building our house on the rock and building our house on the sand. Our gospel lesson this morning was saying, choose the way of Jesus. Choose to stand on the rock. Choose heaven for yourself and for this earth. Right? On earth as it is in heaven. On earth as it is in heaven. On earth as it is in heaven. Amen.